Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Finally made it in the shop. I had to take a little bit of a detour on this restoration project to work on another restoration project ahead of this one. Wasn't a tractor, but it's something else that's pretty cool. This is an old depot cart. It's what you'd pull up to the rail cars and unload luggage and goods onto and take it over and unload it into the station. And this one had some stamps down here from Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. There's some more stamps. They're kind of hard to see, but it's 1242, and another one was 4 of 1957. I don't think it's coming through on the camera very good, but so yeah, this is what I had to work on before that. I think it turned out all right. I got some green paint touch up to do. Had to remake the handle here. But it turned out pretty good. This is actually the first restoration like this that I've done before. I kind of had a lot of fun with it. A lot of woodworking and steel work. But I'll have to post a picture of what it used to look like versus now. Kind of a shot of it here. Well, I think I mentioned it in previous videos, but this was actually sitting in a barn for a long period of time. And somebody had half taken it apart. You can kind of see by some nuts not quite tightened down on the valve cover. They had some canvas stuck in the spark plug holes. I don't know if it was locked up at the time or if it had another motor issue with it. But I just wanted to take a peek in there real quick and see what we're dealing with. I don't think it's going to be very good based on some of the rust around the spark plug holes when I went to go pull the canvas out. But let me get set up here and we'll take a look down each cylinder. Alright, hopefully this comes through on the camera. Wasn't looking good when I looked in here. This is in 1. You can see there's tons of rust and water damage in there. Let's go to 2 here. Appears to be the same way. Three probably looks the best so far. Not sure if that's coming up too well on the camera, but doesn't look good. And this is 4. So it looks like we got a lot of water in there at some point, or moisture, and it's been rusting like crazy. Kind of have to build this the way it is because I don't want to separate the motor from this tractor, being the second one made. We'll probably have to get through it. One thing I want to do first here is kind of curious, after looking at this scope, how bad it really is in here. So I think before we pull the engine off of here, we might go on ahead and just pull this head. That way I can start getting measurements and start hunting around for internals for this thing. And then we'll work on getting this motor out of here. Now I know we already took a look down the cylinders, but just for those of you that want to see if that will still churn or not, let's get the old hand crank back here. I'm actually surprised it's still with the tractor. Okay, we'll get it hooked up here. All right. I've got all my weight on that, and we're not going anywhere. Okay, let's see if we can get this valve cover off here. I'd be really surprised if everything's clean in here. Seeing the rest of it is pretty dirty and rusted over. And that's pretty surprising. Take a look at that. It actually looks pretty clean up here. Obviously somebody's been in here messing around, because these are all loose. Our push rods aren't even in the, well, nothing's adjusted. Get you set back up here. We'll pull these off. Well, at least somebody left all the nuts and washers in the bottom for me. Just so you know, I am going to keep track of these off camera here. I know some people say it matters that these find their home that they were at, and other people say it doesn't really matter. We'll get the hardware cleaned out of here. Okay, let's come around over here and see if we can get the carburetor off. Oh, those are already loose. See, somebody was working on it at some point. Boy, that's pretty rusty in there. Got a question for you. Is that the correct carburetor for this tractor? Okay, we'll see if we can't get some nuts off this manifold. As easy as this is coming apart, it almost seems like somebody was in here before me. Hit that with the impact again. There we go. Okay, should come off of here. Well, it looks like we had some water in there. Oh, wait a minute. That would be the ATF that I dumped in there. Look at how much rust was built up in those. That is crazy. Better get that mess cleaned up. Unfortunately, you can't get a socket in there. And the ratcheting side of this wrench won't fit. Okay, let's see if we can't get this head off. Better get this oil line over here. So much crud on there, it's hard to get the wrench on. Okay. We'll pull these stud bolts. Should be able to pull it off here. I can't remember if those have to come out or not. Might as well just pull them. It's all got to come apart anyway. Yeah, it appears so. Appears to be everything. It does feel kind of loose there. Does feel kind of loose. Oh yeah. That does not look good. I don't even know what that is. Wow. Take a look at the other side here. Pretty sure every one of those valves are stuck. Look good up here, but not good down here. Well, I might take the cleanest one, get that cleaned up a little bit, and get it measured up. See if we can't get some parts coming for this thing. All right, everybody, I think this is a good spot to end here after seeing the cylinders of sadness. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be seeing more of this coming up. Thanks for watching.